Guys, so I'm going to factor this trinomial into two binomials, and you see, like, it's a mess. I mean, you see x cubed here, x squared here, x. We know we can take out an x. 1896, 210. I think they're all factorable by, they are all divisible by 6. So 18 divided by 6. And 96 divided by 6 and 210 divided by 6. Yes, they all are divisible by 6. So I'm going to put the 6 out here, which means I'm going to divide all of this by 6x. So I have a 3x squared plus 16x minus 35. I'm going to first use trial and error, so I'm going to set up my two parentheses. Take a look at 3. The only things that factors of 3 are 1 and 3, so at least that's not bad. So 3x and 1x. I'm going to put a plus and a minus. Remember, that tells us that negative tells us that the signs are different. The factors of 35, 1 and 35, and 5 and 7. So I'm going to not do 1 and 35. I think 35 is too big to be 16, to ever become 16. So I'm going to try 5 and 7. So let's go ahead and put 7 here and 5 here. Let's multiply the outer, and you get negative 21. Multiply the inner, plus 5, and negative 21 plus 5 is negative 16. Now we're trying to make them positive 16, so what you can do is switch the positive and the negative here. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is a negative here and a positive here, and when I do that, 3 times positive 7 is a positive 21. Negative 5 times 1 is a negative, and you end up with a positive 16. So here is the completely factored form. Now I'm going to use the easier method, which is the MG method. And once again, I'm going to start right here with 6x times 3x squared plus 16x minus 35. We're going to take A and multiply it with C. So it's 6x times x squared plus 16x minus 35 times 3 gives you a 105. Let's go ahead and set up our two parentheses with a plus and a minus. Now that negative 105, we have to find factors that add up to positive 16. So it's a negative 1 and a 105. Remember, the larger factor gets the plus. We know that from the B term. And then 105 divided by 2, that's definitely not 2. How about negative 3 and positive 35? Nope. So 105 divided by 4. Nope. 105 divided by 5. Definitely 5 is going to work. So negative 5 and positive 21. When you add those two, you get positive 16. So I'm going to put the 5 here because it corresponds with a negative, the 21 here because it corresponds with a positive. I'm going to take this A right here and divide those factors, and then I'm going to reduce. So they are both divisible by 3. It's a 7 and a 1. So we have a 6x started out with a GCF, and the 1 goes in front, so x plus 7. And this cannot be reduced, so it becomes a 3x minus 5, which is the same thing as this, even though the two binomials are switched, but using the commutative property, it means the same thing. Okay? We're done. Good job.